Thank you to everybody out there who's following me on Google+. My name is Matthew Carano. I host the weekly show Cover of the Week, in which I learn a song, a cover song that you suggest to me, and then teach it to you. So the song that we learned this week is "Thinking About You" by Radiohead. First of all, I'm going to play it for you, and then I'll show you all the chords and structure. It's in standard E tuning, and the song basically revolves around the G chord and the C chord. Here we go. I've been thinking about you and your records on it. Your eyes are on my wall, your teeth are over there. I'm still the one, you're not a star, what do you care? I've been thinking about you, and there's no rest. Should I still love you, still see you in bed, but I'm playing with myself? Why do you care, when the other men are far, far better? All the things you got, all the things you need. Who bought you cigarettes, brought the company to come and see you, honey? Been thinking about you, and how can you sleep? These people aren't your friends, they're paid to kiss your feet, and they don't know what I know. Then why should you care when I'm not there? Been thinking about you, and there's no rest. Should I still love you, still see you in bed, but I'm playing with myself? Why should you care when I'm not there? All the things you got that you'll never need, all the things you got, I bet and I believe to please you. So, first of all, the verse and the intro are exactly the same. And there are two guitars playing throughout the entire song, so I sort of showed you an amalgamation of both, and I'll explain that right now. First of all, the G chord that we're playing, there's an anchor. Your ring finger anchors on the 3rd fret of the B string. Your pinky finger anchors on the 3rd fret of the high E string, while your middle finger hits that low G on the E string, so the 3rd fret of the E string. Also, especially in the intro, you can really hear it when there's no voice going on. One of the guitars has got his thumb on the 2nd fret of the E string, and he's sort of pulling off his middle finger and sounding that low F sharp before he bounces to that C. So it kind of looks like this. See what I mean? You can hear it if you listen to the mix closely. One of them is doing that. Also, so it's bouncing to the C chord, which is the middle finger moves over to the 3rd fret of the A string. So, okay, that's the first half of the verse in the intro, and then the walk down is you just remove your middle finger, put your pointer finger on the 3rd fret of the G string, and sound the low F sharp with your thumb. Okay, down to this E minor chord, which is pointer finger moves over to the 2nd fret of the A string, middle finger moves to the 2nd fret of the D string. Still anchoring down here with your ring and your pinky finger. And and then walk up, back up, thumb on the F sharp, middle finger on the G. Okay, so that's basically it. The chorus moves over to that C chord. Okay, one of the guitars is doing. So it's just still we're maintaining that anchor on the top two strings and going middle finger on the third fret of the A to first finger on to pointer finger on the second fret of the A. And one guitar is going to this chord. So basically it's just going between that C chord with your middle finger on the third fret of the A to pointer finger on the second fret of the A. So, but the other guitar, someone is hitting this high C up here. Okay, and someone is hitting this B minor instead of this guy. If you saw in the second chorus, I played it that way. So the B minor is pointer finger goes straight across, bars across the second fret, and then you've got your ring finger on the fourth fret of the D string, pinky finger on the fourth fret of the G string, middle finger on the third fret of the B string. So. Also, I wanted to mention that in the verse, something else is happening here too. I think maybe this barred G chord is happening because there's definitely happening. So that barred G chord is your pointer finger barred straight across the third fret. Got your ring finger on the fifth fret of the A, pinky on the fifth fret of the D, and middle finger on the fourth fret of the G. And then you lift your ring finger, which is kind of uncomfortable. So there you have it. Two guitars kind of playing through the verse together as well, which makes a nice, interesting, kind of haunting sound. So that's it for the tutorial this week. If you have any suggestions, please post it on my Google Plus stream. And until I see you next time, take care.